Hello all, this is Ultimate Prime, and today I'm going to be reviewing Mega 5-Step Megatronus from the Transformers Robots in Disguise line. This one was a Toys R Us exclusive. Before we take a look at the actual figure, let's just take a quick look at the packaging. I'm going to have to hold it sideways since it's such a big box, but on the box you see the robot form of Megatronus, and you see his vehicle form. You see that he transforms in 5 steps. They also have the instructions for transforming him right there on the box, and they show that you can scan the insignia on his chest, and that allows you to play him in the app on your phone or tablet or whatever you're using. And that is enough for the box. Let's take a look at the figure. And this is him in his vehicle mode. He is a tank of sorts. He does roll. He doesn't have a lot of articulation. You could barely move his. You can barely move the top due to the transformation. You can move the cannon a little bit up and down, but not too much because it comes loose like it just did. So there's not a whole lot of movement on him, and it fell off again. So yeah, so there's not a whole lot of movement on him as far as his tank mode goes. Let's see the bottom part. Wow, and his weapon also fell off again. I'm going to have to put that in there a little tighter. But you see from the bottom, surprisingly enough, you don't see a whole lot of robot on the bottom. Though on the top, you see quite a bit of robot. You can see his hands pretty much there out in the open. And if you look through the center part, you can see his face. And it's pretty obvious that these are feet here. So, he doesn't do a whole lot of good on hiding his robot mode when he's in vehicle form. There we go. So that's on. You can move it up and down. But this thing comes off like very easy. Mine has popped off for the 4th time so far. So let's just do a quick size comparison with Mega 3-Step Optimus Prime. And in vehicle mode, Optimus Prime is definitely much longer. Even with Megatronus cannon, he still is not nearly as long as the Optimus Prime figure. They're both pretty large. He does have a weapon. It's sort of double-sided axe, and it can store on him. In vehicle mode, you could put it here on the side. That doesn't look too bad. It kind of blends in. You can put it here on the top. There's multiple peg holes all over the place. You can put it there. You can put it in the center like this. Maybe turn it to make it look like a helicopter blade or something. I mean, it doesn't store all that great because it's pretty long. And it kind of looks out of place, to tell you the truth. But he does have several peg holes that you can store it on. So let's go ahead and begin his transformation. Now, to transform him, the first thing that you want to do is take this middle section here, and you're going to want to, actually let me adjust the camera. So you're going to take the middle section there, and you're going to want to pull it up, and when you do that, it will pull the arms up out from the legs, which then allows you to pull the legs down. Oh wow, this part once again fell off. But it does allow you to pull the legs down, and you can then pull them out. And you can pull the other leg out. And there you have his legs. he's just towering over the camera, so I'm going to have to raise this camera up a little bit. Okay, so then the next thing that you want to do is you want to turn this part of the body to the right, and it makes the arms kind of fly out. And then you can take this part of the body, flip it up, and his arms will come down once you connect that up. And I'm trying to show you this the best I can, but his arms come down when you do that. And that is part of his auto change. And you can pull this part down. Actually, that stays up. And so there you have him in his robot mode. Like I said, he is a pretty large size. And let's take a look just at his articulation. He really has done no real articulation. He can move his elbows. Make sure that his back stays straight or his arms will pop up. But he can move his elbows up and down. And his arms can move in and out a little bit. But that's pretty much it. He doesn't change. He doesn't have knee movement or anything like that, or any other part of his legs that move. You can put his weapon in. You can store this either on his back here, or you can store it on his arm. That's how they show it on the packaging. He also has his double axe weapon, which he can hold in his hand if you want, or you can store it right here on his arm. And there you have him. For a size comparison, let's compare him once again to Mega 3-Step Optimus Prime. And you can see they are pretty much the same size. Which I think is pretty good that they scale really well together. And yeah, they're about the same size. Let's put them next to Starscream here. Warrior class Starscream, just so you can get an idea of how big he is. So these guys are very large when you see them with some of the other figures. So here, let's put Fracture over here as well. And you can see that they pretty much tower over the other figures. So yeah, so these guys are the mega size, they're the larger bots. And so that's pretty much what you'd expect. So let's move these guys out of the way. And then I am going to show you how to transform him back into his tank mode. Now, to turn him into tank mode, it is pretty simple if everything works out fine, which can sometimes be a problem. So the first thing, though, you want to do is pull off his weapons. And then you want to turn this part of the body forward, which makes his arms go back, which frees you up to move the legs all the way back. And there are tabs here that the legs will slot into, and so you just slot them into that tab and move this tab back and do the same here. Okay, and then you have him sort of like this. And so then the next thing that you want to do is you want to pull this part up over the head and turn his head, and the arms will turn automatically and get in sort of line with the legs. And then you want to push this part down, and that connects the arms to the legs. It doesn't always do it perfectly. I usually have to push this part down to get him in there. But there he is back in his vehicle mode. You want to just put his weapons back on. This one you can leave off or store it somewhere on here. And there you go. There he is back in his vehicle mode. So that is the end of this review. I will definitely have some more reviews coming out later. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. And until then, have a great day, and I'll catch you later.